Today's a big day. It's actually in the guide. It takes up 6 pages, so it's one of the biggest chapters. And the good way to be able to say no so that there's no conflict, so that you're feeling okay about saying no and they're okay with receiving your no, because we don't want to make any enemies and we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But saying no is a necessary part of life at different times. There's nothing wrong with saying no. There comes a time when it's even necessary to do so. So here's some questions and I want you to think about true or false for them. I can't take time to relax until I finish all the things I have to do. True or false? I almost never feel satisfied with how much I've accomplished. True or false? I often say yes when I would like to say no. True or false? Those are things for you to think about. Some action steps would be to have some corrective statements. And here are some statements. You can pick which one that you want to say to yourself. If I put others' needs before my own and fail to look after myself, there may come a time when I won't be able to help anyone. Or, it is entirely possible to care about others and still save time for myself. See, these are self-talk statements that you would be saying to yourself. I am not being selfish when I look after my own interests. I can choose who I spend time with. My needs, desires, and ideas are just as important as anybody else's. I have to teach others that I have needs too. Pick one of these statements that you feel would help you and repeat it every morning and every night, and it just will get that thought into your head so that you're more comfortable about standing up for what is needed for your own life. And then you need to, instead of saying a quick no, just, shutting somebody down, you could tell them that you'll think about the request and get back to them. Or you can reply that you want to do. So if they ask you to bake 5 cakes for the church bazaar, what you might say is, I can bake 2 cakes. It doesn't have to be all or not. If your kids want you to babysit for 2 nights, you can say, look, at just find that that's exhausting for me. I'll be more than happy to keep them for 1 night. Or you can say, I'll have to think about that and get back to you. And maybe when you think about it, you'll say, yes, okay. But then maybe you say, no, I can't do that. This is where you're taking control. I love it when we take control. Moving on to a more healthy life for ourselves. If what they want you to do isn't something that you feel comfortable doing because it's not completely honest, or maybe they're taking you for granted and you need to kind of stand up for yourself. There are times when it's, a good thing to say no. Don't get into something that you're not comfortable with. And you need to understand the yes trap. So if you find out why do you always say yes when you'd rather say no, that comes back to that people pleaser we did a few days ago or yesterday. Are you comfortable with saying no? This is where you might need to go back to that corrective statement we just talked about to get your mindset where you can be comfortable saying no. What's most important to you in life? Where would you want to spend most of your time? Where do you want to spend less of your time? What is your top priority for the next year or for the next month? I mean, right now, for the next 42 days, hopefully this is your priority and you're making sure you come online and get this YouTube video every day so that you can follow along. So I'm just going to give you this page. Again, it's all about what are you comfortable with and saying what you can't. It doesn't have to be a quick no. It can be, I'll think about it and I can do part of it. It has to be something that you're comfortable with. I'll see you tomorrow. It's week 3, day 20, and it's about dating and remarriage and all that kind of interesting stuff in a relationship. So I'm looking forward to talking to you about that tomorrow. Bye-bye.